Hey, what's up, guys? So, okay. So, again, I got this remounting fever again. It goes, every 3 months. if I if I become bored on my current mounting. But anyway, so this one, um, I call this a low mount. You know, and this is around more than 1 meter in height. Okay, so you could lower it, as play with it as long as the DM can see you. It should be 1 meter. I think this is the lowest I can get with the DM. So this is the lowest, as you as you can see here. It's not in the middle of the windshield for one thing. It's lower, but not that low. Okay, because as I say, you need the DM. If you put it low, the DM might not see you. You can always test it if you want, but I recommend make sure the camera, the narrow cam is 1 meter. We doesn't go beyond below 1 meter in height, and this is all around like just a smidge above 1 meter, I think. So I'm not sure, but if you have an SUV, you could lower it because SUV is way taller than a sedan. You know what I'm saying? So you have um, more leeway to mount it lower. Okay. Basically, as long as the DM can see you, and the hood should be no problem. As you can see here, so yeah, it's all about testing, I guess. And the angle here is 7, the 7 up, I think. So the maximum is 8. So you're gonna be okay. Right now it's raining hard, and I didn't even use the wiper. Again, my fork is lane line oriented. So basically, it just needs the lines. Okay. Um, this is nuclear grade model. And also an update. I changed my my steer ratio from 26.33 for the Honda Accord to 29.33. Okay, so here's a preview of that change in action. So I think if you could make this is almost it's closer to the dash mount compared closer to the top. So basically, if you can make a pedestal for it to sit on, I use foam. Right now it's a foam. It's a black foam, so you don't see it, but it's a foam packaging foam that's so I put it under the driver monitoring casing, so it's pushing up against the C3. So if you think about it, there's less stress on the VHB mount. So you know as a support also, it's not gonna fall. It's not gonna peel off. What I'm saying, during the summer, if you know what I'm saying, because it's supported below. Okay, that's a good thing about this one. Okay, so you have support. You don't have to worry about the VHB, um, you know, breaking down and thereby, your device started to peel off. It will peel off. It's not gonna fall. The VHB, because I've been testing coma devices for years now. The VHB, as it the bubbles will with the stress of the weight of the C3, or so it will pull it down, so the bubble will get bigger and bigger. So basically, it's because of the angle. Okay, it will start to peel off from the top. You know what I'm saying? So because the bottom of the mount will become the fulcrum. You know what I'm saying? Because of the angle, so it will start to peel off from the top. With the bubble increasing. You know what I'm saying? So always check the bubble. But if you have a support below, like what I have right now, it's not gonna go nowhere, because it's you're supporting it, you're pushing it up. It makes sense. So that's another good thing about lowering it. Okay, because you can have support below. I think in the future I'm gonna order some plexiglass, so um, and I'm gonna put it under, so it's gonna be transparent, so so basically I'm gonna have support at the same time. It seems like it's floating, if you think if you know what I'm saying. So it looks good while you're driving. The only issue is the glare from the device. So I use a privacy screen, okay, to tone down the glare. I have no problem with the UI. It just the glare of the border. It's too bright for me. So I'm like right now it's purple, and sometimes it's green. So it's too bright, and you can see it, reflecting on the windshield. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find out how to make those borders darker. You know what I'm saying? Since I have Sunny Pilot 24/7, 24/7 steering. It's always on. So basically, you don't need those borders to to uh, to um, to tell you that Openpilot is engaged. So there's no use for it. So I'm gonna get rid of those borders, so it doesn't reflect on the windshield. And for the ACC, I could always use the panel instrument to know that my ACC is set or not. Okay, I don't need to use the the C3. You know. So basically, I just want to get rid of the borders because it's too bright. It's reflecting on the. For the meantime, I'm gonna use a template just to cover those. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use a template or a black tape or something just to cover those, just to cover the borders, so I don't have to see it. Since it takes a while for me to, I don't, as I say, I don't code, so I have to ask people how to to change the color of the UI borders. And if you guys know how to, I'm gonna ask the Discord and how to make it dark or something. Please let me know. Okay. Yeah, that's the only thing that's reflecting. The borders is just too bright. It's reflecting on the windshield. Other than that, if without the borders, you will barely see it. Even at the right here, you will not. You will barely see the reflection of the windshield. Um, Performance wise, it's the same. It's the same as my previous setup. Since it's not adjustable, I'm off by a degree to the right. That's why, as you can see, the vanishing point is not, it's not aligned with the center of the device. You know, between the MPH. Usually, it's I can do it since I have an adjustable mount. This one, I just eyeball it. You know, if you know what I'm saying. So, yeah. So there you go. What else? Yeah, I can see, you know, from left to right pretty easily, and it doesn't bug me. And also, my AC diverter, it still make it cool because I made a platform. As you can see in my previous video, I made a platform over the infotainment system. Basically, it's a so it's a pedestal. It's on a platform. So when the AC bounces off that comma logo plastic thingy, so it will bounce off the right AC vent. It will bounce off and it will hit the C3, and all the cold air will will temporarily rest on that pedestal since cold air sink. You know what I'm saying? So all the cold air is kind of like swirling in front of the C3. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I got all those cold air. Actually, I'm gonna make a the one in front. You can make it into it's a sunken like a cup. I can take it out and make it like a cup, so all the cold air will be there. You know, swirling in front of the C3. Because by the time I get home, I touch the C3 and it's cool to the touch. Okay, using my front vent, it's cool to the touch. That's one way of telling that your C3 is not about to overheat is when you touch it, you know, with behind your finger, you know, touch it. It's cool to the touch, okay. So you should be okay. So cooling wise, I'm pretty sure I'm okay. Like this one, I'm gonna make a right. Usually, if it's official mount like up there, it's kind of like bug me. But with this one, no, I don't even, you know. It's just the glare though. The glare kind of bug me because I can see the glare of the windshield. So that's where you know that the position of the glare is where the if you do official mount, it's that's where your C3 is. You know what I'm saying? That's what that bugs me. Okay. Okay. Why you're asking Eisenheim? Why do you? I thought you already want. You already like the one in your previous one is better. You know, I thought you like it. Blah blah blah. I do like it, but I said I wanna help the community. You know, testing it. I go. I'll be the guinea pig. Um, you know. Yeah, I'll be the guinea pig. No problem. It's just that I want you guys. A lot of people are having the number one gripe about the mounting is, as I say, it's just blocks your view. That's the number one gripe. And what you call this? The only way to mitigate it is to move it up, all the way up behind your rear view mirror, which is kind of like pointless because you're not even gonna see the screen, you know. I mean, we have to admit we love to even though you're not supposed to look at the screen, but we have to admit, you know, the screen is nice. You know, you want it, you know, out there so you can see it. You know what I'm saying? So so people move it a bit down to the point where they can see the screen. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, once you see the screen, it's already blocking your view. That's the thing. But with this one, you move it way down. Okay, so the view area, there's no blockage. At the same time, you can see the screen. That's my point. Okay, and as I say, the model works. The model, as I say, is as long as it's above 1 meter, 1.1 meter. That's great. A lot of as long as it's above 1 meter, you should be okay because this is about 1 meter from the ground. Okay, you should be okay. Again, this is Eisenheim. Thank you for following, and please leave a like. And if you have any opinion on my, anything to talk about, about my low mount, please, I like your feedback. Okay. Anyway, again, thank you and have a nice and happy testing.